Welcome back, y'all. I'm Brooke. I'm on Idaho Plains View. And today we're going to have a coffee with Brooke day. So, yeah, it's been a while. And I actually made a coffee with Brooke video, but it was super emotional for me. It was when we were watching our pet, health disintegrate. And it was just really emotional for me, and it was an emotional video, and I'm just having a real hard time releasing it because it's just hard for me to just watch. And sometimes I watch my Coffee with Brooks again just because, I don't know, I just watch it drinking my coffee, and I would probably watch it again. And I didn't want that be emotional for 2 days afterwards. So here we are doing a different Coffee with Brooke. So yes, I probably will be releasing it, but I'm still having a hard time right now doing it. So I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. So y'all, like I said, we're on Iowa Plains View, and we're gonna talk about. We're just gonna have a modge podge of conversation. Wow, I really, really like this. This brings me back. This just reminds me, this view across reminds me of my first map I've ever played on Farm Sim called Iowa. I don't know, it just reminds me of Idaho. And then that makes me cry too. So before we begin this Coffee with Brooke day, I have my cold brew, my coffee here. Y'all, you have to have coffee, you have to have tea, you have to have something to drink by watching my video. That's the rule. So this morning, I always go to Discord first to see if there's any updating news on Farm Sim or if somebody contacts me. So this morning, I got a subscriber who contacted me, and he wrote something really nice, and he just wanted to let me know that he misses Coffee with Brooke day. He misses my videos of me doing Coffee with Brooke, and he says, I think at one point I did them like once a week or maybe even twice a week at one point, and he said he misses them. He's a subscriber that doesn't really comment, but he said he watches my videos all the time. And I just started crying. Because I miss doing them too. I miss getting on here and chatting with y'all. Even though I feel like I'm chatting to myself. But I'm chatting to the world. Chatting to my subscribers. Chatting to people. And then he was telling me how when he first started playing Farm Sim, and he said he played Farm Sim since Farm Sim 13. So that just, that just brought me back to like so many good memories I had, turning on my computer and putting in the disc that I got from eBay and waiting for it to load, and then for the first time playing Farm Sim. The first ever Farm Sim I experienced. And then he told me about the map he played on and how much he really, really misses that map and how much he really wants to find that map again. And he said he doesn't remember the name of the map. He says, oh, my memory's not so good anymore. And then he told me some of the features of the map. And I'm like, that sounds like Idaho. He told me about an area on this map where he thought it said something about horses. It had like this horse area. And he didn't know, he went down there thinking it was horses. He thought maybe the creator of the map for the first time had horses because he really, really wanted horses in farm sim. So he thought it was so you can like raise horses and sell them and stuff like that. And he was super excited. He went down there and then he saw the horses like walking around in like this paddock. And then he got disappointed because it was just a sell point. It was like hay and straw sell point. And he said it let him down. And then I believe that was pretty much. And then, like I said, it sounded just like Idaho. I think pretty much that was the only map at that time that I've ever seen horses, like a horse sell point or any horses that were mentioned on a map. And they moved to it. I remember that. And then he was talking about how, you know, his mind went to, what if they put horses in farm sim? And he thought when they would ever put horses in farm sim, he thought you'd be able to raise them and race them like a horse track. And he said when they put down the road, when they put horses in farm sim, he said he wasn't really disappointed, but you know, it wasn't really what he thought it was. And me too, I really thought that they would like have a racetrack where you raise horses, you would breed them, you would breed them for better stats and race them for profit. But then they're basically, you raise them, you breed them, and you sell them. And then you could ride them around your farm. And it's not a disappointment. It really isn't. It's just not what we thought it was going to be. But on the other hand, I am so glad that when I told him that I'm pretty sure that is Idaho, and he said it was a big map. He said he had trouble playing because in order to sell something, like they had one area where you sell something, but then he said if you want to sell something else, it was over at the other end. And he was pretty excited to play on it, and he said it was a real struggle for him to go from one side of the map to the other side of the map because it was a 4X map. And then I was like, I know it was Idaho. I know it was Idaho. And you know what? And then I told him about Idaho, and he really wanted to play in that map again. You know, I've wanted to play in that map again, and I do have a small, like, I didn't even finish the mini-series, but I did play in Idaho. So I told him I had a small series on my channel if he wanted to go look at it again to see if that's the map. And then, like, a couple hours later, he told me, oh my gosh, it is Idaho. So cheers to, we got to play on the same map and then remembered a few of the same things. And he did remember that there was cow fattening mod on it too. And you know what, the newer version they have out now, it didn't have that, which he remembered that too. So, you know, maybe my memory's not going that bad. Okay, y'all, it meant so much to me that he contacted me because I love that you guys contact me and tell me about memories of farm sim because that makes me oh my gosh, you're gonna get me to cry again. Okay, so since we heard about a good memory, and one of my subscribers told me about how much they love like Coffee with Brook, let's have a look at the map. So here's your house. It looks super pretty. I love the blue. This is your sleep trigger, and I'm not going to go into detail on the map. I'm just going to give like a rough, like I guess you would say like a look around the map, a tour, and just chat about things that have happened to me, and good, the bad, the ugly. Like, I love this. I wish it moved. I like when those move, but it looks so rustic. Yeah, this looks like Idaho. I don't think it's like it's not the same layout, but just reminds me of Idaho. And I can't stop coughing. I still, since I had pneumonia, I still sometimes get like wheezing and stuff like that. So I apologize for that. Ooh, I just love this. This is like this is a really nice homestead. And it has a pool and a swing. Let's see if we can jump through it. Oh, I can't even jump. Oh, I did jump over it. Oops. So let's see what we start out with. Ooh, we start out with some big equipment, that's for sure. And a workshop. This kind of reminds me what was in Elm Creek, because I remember like they had a vehicle here and then like this weird thing I fell down the first day. I don't know why I did that. And another shed. What's in here? Look at this equipment, y'all. It's huge. Look at this. It's huge. This is nice. This is some pretty nice starting equipment, I have to say. And no, we are not done with our other series. And am I going to play in this map? I don't know. I just wanted to do a tour. Not a tour. Whatever I said. Ooh, look at all this. This is huge, and I don't know if this is a 4X map. Look at these grain bins. They are massive. I wonder if there's a dryer over here, too. It has to be a dryer. Let's see here. You own AGI dryer. Yeah, it's a dryer. Dried oat, dried corn, dried canola, dried soybean. Oh, that is amazing. You get 3 big greenhouses. Nice. What's the other? Oh, geez. Look at all these. So you have a bakery, a biogas plant, carpentry, Cedar Creek Juice Corporation. What do they make? Ooh. Apple, blueberry, lemonade. Do we have lemons on this map? I want to know, do we have lemon trees on this map? I'm curious. Orange juice, pear juice, and plum juice. Plums? Maybe it's in the greenhouses. Cedar Ridge Creamery, fermenter. I would gold press. So gold press, it's a oil. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I thought it was gold, and I'm looking over and I'm seeing oil. Jackson Sawmill, ketchup, Pancake House. You know what? I really think there's blueberries on here and stuff. I don't think there's been blueberries. And maple syrup? This is awesome. A pizzeria, popcorn production, sugar mill, tailor shop, and watermill. Just wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. But look at these fields. Look at this. Can I jump up, see how far they go? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that big field. Wow. Wow. Okay. These are massive, man. Look how big they are. And they're empty. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, this definitely brings back memories. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at this. Wow, look at this. Combine. The header. Ooh, the header's huge. Wow. Yeah, this is great. I can't say anything negative so far about this map. It's amazing, and we've only looked at a small of the farmyard. Okay, so let's go take a look. Let's see what we own. Look at this. So we own 8, 1, and 9. So we own, do we own this over here? I'm trying to think what we own. Okay, I can't click it. There we go. So we own this all. Wow, you get a lot. You get a lot of stuff. Wow. Okay, so, okay, there's stuff across the road on that side and that side. So let's go look on this side. So why we are taking, okay, here's the greenhouses. I want to see what they have in them. Okay, so first and foremost, here's a chicken coop. And we have some baby chickens. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hi. I love chickens. Chickens are so cute. Okay, let's see what's in here. I wonder. Okay, I'm trying. All right. Okay, why can't we? I know their production. So, okay. So this is what we can grow. Apples? That's interesting. In a greenhouse? Like an apple tree? A blueberry? Yeah, lemon. You can. But it's in a greenhouse. It's not an actual tree. What about maple syrup? I'm wondering if maple syrup is inside the greenhouse. And I don't see anything. The only thing is like an apple tree. A blueberry, orange tree. Yeah, an orange is a tree too. Interesting. Pumpkin? Pumpkin's pretty cool. I like pumpkins. We should have a series. I should have a series going before Halloween, like growing some like corn and stuff for harvest. That would be cool. I love this cold brew. It's Maxwell House cold brew. Instant cold brew. It is absolutely amazing. I got it at this discount store the other day, and oh my gosh, y'all. You can go there and everything is so cheap. I got these pickles, and pickles are like $3. Like where they get them at, they're like $3 for plain pickles. If you want an organic, it's like $6. And I got them for like $1. Like $1. You can't buy anything for $1. And I got this cold brew, and you get like 6 servings of it for $1. So I'm pretty happy about the discount store. I'm all about discount stores. So if you guys all have a discount store in your area, please tell me what you get for cheap. Because Walmart is not really a discount store. Walmart is, I don't know what to say about Walmart. Walmart is very expensive now. And I can actually go to the regular grocery store and get stuff for cheaper than Walmart. I mean, I think I used to get my coffee. I used to get like a big thing of Maxwell House coffee. And it used to be like $4, like $4.99. Now it's like $8.99 for the same thing. It's insane. Inflation has just, oh my gosh. Okay. Enough of inflation. So we're going to have a look over here, and I'm going to talk about something that happened today that just, I mean, it felt, I don't know, it felt really strange to me that I had to talk about it. I love that noise I always do when you open the gate. It's so amazing. So we got more equipment over here. Oh my gosh, we just have so much stuff. Oh, they even have the stuff. We need this. We need this on the other map. We don't have one. Okay, so before I begin going in and looking at these buildings, I'm gonna kind of tell you about what happened today. So about 5 days ago, my dryer started acting funny. And this dryer is not very old. It's like it's almost 2 years old, y'all. So approximately about a year and a half ago, my previous dryer, which was an older dryer, started on fire. It started in the electrical panel, and it had melted it had melted that dryer and actually started a fire. So I'm like taking a extinguisher, going around. Thought I was gonna have to call the fire department because it was, and the smell of burning plastic was all through the house. Had to open the windows, had to leave the house. It was absolutely horrible. And lucky I caught it when I did, because I don't know if that thing went up in fire. And I had these shelves up there that were wood, and if that started on fire, that would have been bad news. So then fast forward to, then I got a new dryer. It's not that old. And then I noticed, like I said, about 4 or 5 days ago, I noticed it was making this really low-pitched whining noise. And at first, it didn't really bother me because it was like, well, that's kind of weird, but not out of the ordinary for dryers to make noise. especially when the dryer's by my kitchen and I can hear it, so that makes it even worse. If the dryer was in the basement, I don't think I would have heard it as much, but it was, it was enough that I could hear it. So then it actually only did it with the load of towels. So, well, I'll just make myself way over here as I'm talking. So it didn't really, it was just like a low noise, and so I guess I didn't think about it too much. And then, fast forward to this morning, I put a blankie in that got stuff on it, and I had to wash it and then went to dry it, and all of a sudden I had come out and was cleaning my kitchen, and it got, and the screeching noise was so bad. It was so loud that I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna go look at this barn. I'm gonna close the door. The cows don't get out. But look at this American barn. Wow, I'm in love with this barn. Look at this. And I love the fence. Just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And the cows have a good size. Wow, it is absolutely beautiful. I don't even know how much this barn holds. We can check here. Right here. Okay. We have 60 cows, and it holds 374. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. I can't wait to get my Highland cows. I love me good Highlands. I can't wait to get that map. I don't know if I'm so much looking forward to the fishing as much as I am the Highlands. But we will see. Looks like a little storage shed. Let's see what's over here. Is this another barn? Probably just another storage. Maybe like mineral feed. Come on. Wow, I didn't know this was so big. Oh, mowing stuff. Nice. Wow. This is really and then maybe you can store your hay or straw. So going back to what was I going to do? So I went on Google and Googled whining noise made by dryer. And so the two things that came up was the pulley, and the next thing was the belt. So I was confident because the pulley came up first that it was the pulley. I wasn't so sure if it was the belt, just because they said the belt would make more a banging noise than a whine. So I was just like, kind of like, well, I just think it was the pulley. Ooh, let's go over here, and then we'll get to chatting more. So this is probably the feed, and the feed goes in these silos, and then goes through here. I love the fans on these, but they don't make noise. Can you hear them? I can hear the pigs. That's for sure. Oh, the door is open. What the heck? Pigs, did you open up this door? Because I didn't go over here. This is open. Yep. Wow. You got pigs in here. That's nice. This is a big barn. Wonder how much does this hold? Let's go check. This is nice though. This is really nice. This is a really nice map so far. Turn on this light here. Oh geez, why am I jumping? Come on, Brook. The lights turn on? No, they did not. And what did I tag on the map? Let's close this door. Okay. So. Okay. 1,600 pigs. It's got 250. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of pigs. They stink too. And we got a bunker for silage. For your dairy farm or the pigs. This is really nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, piggy, stop squealing at me. I had a drink of my cold brew and it went through the wrong hole. Why am I jumping, Brook? I don't know. Wow, I'm loving this, man. Do we own these fields? I'm pretty sure we did. And this is where you get the slurry. Do you just get, I probably just get slurry. I don't think you get manure. Yep, alfalfa. The other map we're just playing on has alfalfa, but it doesn't look like this. It looks different, and I think it's shorter than this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just shorter in this map. Who knows? So I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I looked at a video, thinking maybe I could fix it myself. But after looking at the video, I'm like, heck no! I'm not gonna take this thing apart, and then I can't put it together. You know, there is women that know how to fix things, and maybe I need to learn to be one of those ladies. Maybe I need to take a class or something to learn how to fix electronics and appliances. That would be the day, wouldn't it be? Okay, so we're gonna close this, and we're gonna have a look at something else. Maybe, do we have a car? I don't know. I'll tab through quickly here. No, we don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna buy just a little car. Oh, maybe a motorcycle. Yeah, let's do this. I love this thing, you know. The butt sticking out? Always. That happens every time I get in it. I have to see my butt. Yep. Oh, yep. Okay, they're gonna go in first person here. We're just gonna look a little bit around the map. See, I don't know if we're gonna do a whole tour, but so this is the store. Looks like it to be a Case Iowa Plains equipment, and this is that Plains market. So I bet you could sell your stuff here. That's pretty nice. Oh geez, we're gonna hit that. And some random houses with people walking. I need to put up a map. And I can't see because the sun is in my face. Okay, so... Oh, Brook! Oh, geez, Brook. Okay, I want to know what all this, like, little blue marks are. Oh, Brook! Oh, geez, Brook. Oh, yeah, get that car. Let's go get the car. Let's go get her. That's ridiculous. You ran into me. Come on, let's go. Oh, oh! Oh, jeez. So, she got away. Okay. So, let's figure out what all those blue marks are. Oh, Brook. Oh, jeez. You know, I should have known. I shouldn't have got this. Okay. So, is this all the blue marks over here? I'm trying to figure out what all the blue marks are. Okay, where are we at? Back to production. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. The blue marks are these over here, and what are they? Oh, they're like the creamery and stuff. Okay, we're gonna go that way. So where are we at now? Alright. So we gotta go this way. So this... Okay, what is this? Oh, this is like an eatery. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this. Look at this. And there's actually talking. Wow. But where's the people? They're ghosts. Okay. So there... Oh, that's a gas station. It was almost kind of... This is Jackson's store. Nice. It's cool. And look, they even have the prices of the gas. That is so cool. Okay, so we're gonna be heading... Oh, geez. Are we heading the wrong way? I think we are. But I think we can, like, go around here. The cars are mad today. Let's just go by. So we have to be really careful. We have to watch the signs so we don't run into that. Okay, I think it kind of goes around in a little bit of a circle here. So we'll have a look. Wow, this is awesome. Wow, this looks kind of like my hometown. People talking. What is that? A Central Cafe. That's cool. I like those little restaurants, to be honest with you. What is this? I don't know. They got supermarket, a bank. Oh, look at that. I think that's a restaurant with a big ketchup out front. That's cool. Aw, that car's just like racing through. That's annoying. More shops. I can't identify. What is this over here? I bet this is a sell point. I don't know what that is. Okay, we gotta see what this is. What is this? Maybe just a building? A sell point? I don't know what this is. Doesn't got anything on it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's anything. We'll just go around. Maybe there'll be a sell point. Well, hi, Gingy. Oh, geez. Look what oh, geez. That's... you have to come get Gingy. I can't be playing this game with Gingy on my lap. What's she eating? Oh, my quart of my... Oh, thank you for letting her eat a quart of my headset. And by the way, Gingy is our new hamster. Well, we've had her a while. She's huge. She is a huge hamster. Okay, what is that over there? Oh, geez. Oh, my. This is... oh, my gosh. This is scary. What is that? Oh, so we make popcorn. Let's go. Is that a theater? Oh, my gosh. That's so cool. This is where you drop it off. Oh, my gosh. The sound of that is so cool. Oh, my gosh. I like that noise. Cedar Creek Juice Corporation. Cool. Cool school. Y'all, that's so cool. Okay, what is this? This looks like an oil. This looks like oil something. Like an oil refinery place. I think that's what it is. Those noises, I think that's so ingenious to make those noises. Because I like those noises. Sometimes I don't, but I like to hear sometimes the factories make noises. Okay, what is this? What is this? I think it's the oil. Okay, we're gonna look. I think this is where they make the oil. Something gold. I need that cold brew. Holy crap. Why did I tag that? Untag that. I don't know why I tagged that. Okay, where are we at? We're right here. And what is this? Cedar Ridge. Oh, it's a creamery. A creamery. I thought it was the oil. I'm sorry, y'all. I got it wrong. Can we go through there? Oh my gosh. I feel like I can't control this thing. In this map, you would think that because this is an American map. Okay, what is this over here? Another eatery, it looks like. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, didn't we just go this way? I think this is the end of... Oh! Brook. Jeez. This is Coffee with Brook. Just getting hit by things. Falling over things. Okay, we are going to get out of the city, and we're going to chat a little bit about what I did about my dryer. So I decided I wasn't going to do it. It was just too much work. And she's walking with a stride. So I called around to a couple local places that I thought would fix appliances. The first place said they no longer service appliances unless you buy from them, which is such a shame. They have such really good reviews that I was kind of disappointed because I'm just like that. I don't know. That seems so weird to me. I'm just going to go across here when we don't get hit. And so then I called the next place, and I was like, well, they got okay review. I mean, there was a couple of them saying that they were really slow coming out and servicing their wash machine. But people give bad reviews all over the place. It doesn't matter really what you have. They always just give a bad review. No matter if you did good service or bad service, they give you a bad review. So anyways, so I called them, and they said that they couldn't come out today and fix our dryer. Our dryer. So they quoted me $120. That includes the dryer parts, and that includes the dryer parts, the labor, and the coming to service. So I was like, oh, cool. So, they came about today around, oh, I think around like 11:40, a little bit later than what they said, but I was okay with it just because, like, you know, I just needed a dryer that doesn't make the noise. And so he was only here for like 25 minutes. And then he said, yeah, your pulley's broke. And I was like, oh, cool. So I actually got it right. I think we're going around in a circle, but that's okay. I'll just kind of go around a little bit of the map. And I was kind of happy that I kind of knew what was wrong with it. So I wasn't surprised. Oh, and if he said it was the belt, I'd be like, no, that's not what it said. And I looked at a few websites, and they said most likely when you have a whining noise, a grinding noise, it's the pulley. And so then I was kind of happy about it, and he showed me and it looked, the wheel on it was all like melted. It was really, really in bad shape. So we're back to where we were here. Oh, looks like it's a bus. Oh yeah, the bus is turning. Okay, good. Just gonna drop off some more kids. Okay. So which way are we going? I think I'll go this way. I don't know what's this way, but I will like to see. Oh yeah, this is the gas station. We've seen that. But so then, he told me when he first came here, I said, oh, so the cost is going to be $125. And he said, yes. And then, he got the dryer fixed. And then he says, so the total comes to $225. And I looked at him and was like, well, they quoted me over the phone and told me how much the service, you know, coming out here, the service call, the labor, and the parts would cost. And you're telling me now I have to pay $100 more. You gotta be kidding me. And he said, well, they didn't tell you that wasn't gonna cover my labor. And I'm like, and I said, you know what? You told me at the beginning it was gonna come to 120, and now you're saying it's gonna be another 100 more. Like, how did it go up another 100? And he says, because of my labor. And I'm like, you weren't even here for 25 minutes, and you're charging me another $100. So I said, wait here. I'm going to call the main office and talk to them, because I think there's like some miscommunication here, to be honest with you. Ooh, what is this? The sawmill. Because like literally I asked him when he got there, and he said 120, and then it changed to be 225. So anyways, so I called them, and they're like, oh, it's actually should be more. And I'm like, how could it go from 125 to 225, and then you're telling me he should charge me more? How is that even, you know? And then I says, you know what? I'm not going to be using you again, to be honest with you. I will pay him, but I will not refer you, and I'll be not using you again. I said, this is not good customer service. This is just, yeah. And then his boss was like trying to defend him, like, well, you asked for a total. And I said, yes, I asked for a total. I asked him for a total of how much it cost, like everything. And he said, and this was when he came in 120. Now taking, okay, wow, she's almost 200 grams. Sorry, y'all, my daughter. Go take the hamster back. Okay, I can't play with the hamster on my lap. Hey, honey. Is that like It's like a mix. Isn't that cool? Can you have one like after I'm done playing? Not right now. So why don't you go? Gosh, sorry y'all. Hey girly, you can have one after I'm done, okay? So you're having, okay, take one, get a glass, and go. You just have to put water in it. So get a glass and go make it. Okay? So let's take a look at this, what this is. I got distracted. So, and I told the boss, I said, so when I said a total, and he says the total was 120, and then after the fact, he fixed it. And then taking the count of how much he told me the part cost, he said, oh, the parts was only $10. So he came out here for literally 25 minutes. They charged me an extra $100. So anyways, another sell point. What is this? Idaho Plains Livestock. Oh, cool. Is that an ATM? Let's stop here for just 1 minute. Is that an ATM? Take what you need, leave what you can. Yummy. What is that? Is that food or is that a paper? Powered by Yummy Community Pantry. Oh, maybe food. Maybe a pantry. That's so cool. I just have to look a register here. That's probably where you take your animals. This is so cool. I've not seen that. This is cool. Look at this. So anyways, the manager was absolutely would not even, you know, and then I decided I was just going to pay the guy to get him out of here because I don't think that he was going to leave with $120, to be honest with you. But the fact of the matter is, I feel like that the price was $125, and I feel like because I was a woman, that he thought it was okay to charge me more. Because I don't know. I don't know. It's just really bad customer service. And that's what I told the manager. And he says, nope, you misunderstood. So they're covering up for them telling me it was $120 and then coming out here and charging me another $100. But he wasn't even out here for 25 minutes. It was like opening it up, putting the thing in, and being done with it. It was like he ran to get the job done, and out he went. Oh, look at this. This is just so cool, this place. This is another grain. You sell your grain? A sell point? This is cool. Let's go with this. Let's do this. Ooh, that's so fun. Oh, geez. I'm gonna run. And another plate. I don't know. Is this like a grain place? I think this is. This is so cool. Oh, geez. Wow. Brook. So, oh my gosh. I just had to tell you about that, y'all. Make sure you ask them when they come in, is this the total amount? I mean, total amount with labor. Anyways. So, how do we get out of here? I'm lost, y'all. I don't know what this is. Over here, it looks like, oh, geez. What did I just go over? What was that? Oh, geez. Now I'm just, like, going around. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try to get out of here. Brook! Oh, this is a day of flying everywhere on the map. Okay, this is a train. And watch it. I go across and there's a freaking train there. Oh, geez. And that was not such a good idea either. I love this thing, but oh my gosh. Okay. Where are we at? So, I just think that make sure you get a quote. Make sure you get the labor, the parts, the calling fee, they call it, coming out here. And literally, the company only was like 2 miles away. It wasn't like they went for miles to fix something. That being said, we're also gonna talk about the memories of Farm Sim and what we can take, the memories we can take and have for today. That will be the rest of our chat, and I'll call it a day. So you all know that I've been playing Farm Sim since Farm Sim 13. Back in the day, they had simple mechanics. They didn't have the production. They didn't have a lot of crops. And there was like a couple of maps that had like they call them multi-fruit maps, meaning they had more than the base game crops. Ooh, we're going too fast here, y'all. Okay, what is this? So, I just have to be so thankful now that we have so many good modders that have added a bunch of new crops. And I think even the multi-fruit maps only had maybe like 4 or 5 crops to them. So it wasn't like 30 crops that I've seen on a couple maps. But it was still a good amount of of something different. We missed that. I want to go down there. Oh my gosh. And look at, there's this thing that goes all the way around. I can't get there. Okay. We're going to try to go back there. Is there a ditch there? No, no, no. Please don't be a ditch. Please, please, please don't be a ditch. No. So, I was absolutely thankful back in the day when I used to play, and they had just a few different, you know, oh geez, there is one here. Brook. Oh geez. Oh gosh. No way. Alright. Just want to see what this was. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's another farm. I had to see what this building was here. I'll get this off. So, I would just be thankful with like a couple mods. Like, look at where we came from. No productions to bringing in productions, to bringing in horses, to bringing in pigs, to bringing in goats, to now they're gonna have Highland cattle. They also brought in buffalo, and they're having fishing coming. Look at how we've come to being a simple farm sim to now there's every single mod on the mod hub you can think of. The realistic mod. I think the extended animal mod just came out, which I haven't checked out. And all the new crops we have new greenhouses with new greenhouse crops. We have coffee, we have maple syrup, just everything that we could ever want in a game. And you know what? There's still more. We always want more. We always want more. That being said, back in the day, I would always think about, like, what were things that I have on my wish list for Farm Sim, and I had a big long list. My list was like a page long. More realistic animal husbandry, meaning we could take a rope around the cow and take our cows to the milking shed and either hand milk them with hand milking realistic gameplay, or maybe just like a mini game, or have some little suction cup and like a thing where you see in a tie-style barn where you can hook up the milkers to all the cows and you can actually hear it sucking the cow milk. And then have a tie-style barn that had a conveyor thing that you can see the slurry and the poop going with the straw going through. And then we could actually put the straw back down, and we could actually visually see it getting dirty and visually seeing it getting, you know, clean. And like cow pies. See the cows actually poop coming out and seeing it falling down. That's just, I don't know, y'all. You're probably there laughing at me, but that's fine. And have it going out, just the realistic aspect of it. Oh my gosh, and having the cows come in and then go out, that would be something that I would just love. The most realistic map that I ever played on that was similar to that was Autumn Oaks. Autumn Oaks was a beautiful map. The person who made it did such a really good job, and I wish they brought a map like that back. I wish they would bring that map back. That was almost the most realistic map I've ever seen, where you would like had a lot of realistic crops to it, and had like a rotation thing about like you would have like your cows, your feeders in an area, and your babies, and it was just such a good map. It was, I played on it, and I don't know how many hours I played on it. I'm trying to remember the crops, and I'm trying to remember. I played the beef side of the map, and I played the dairy, had a dairy herd, and some of the cows were static, but that was okay because some of the maps I used to play in back in the day at 19 had static cows. That was just kind of the thing. And it also had a thing where the poop would come out in a pile, and you would have to have like some sort of a trail, like some sort of trailer underneath to pick up the poop. So that was just so realistic to me, and I can remember the days doing that, trying to back up that trailer and try to put the cow stuff in. But that, that would be the wish for me, to just have like them have a mod with cow pies. So I'm looking back and kind of laughing at that because I don't think that's ever going to happen. We have unrealistic cow poo. It doesn't even look like a manure. Now, maybe the slurry moving around, that does kind of look like slurry, but, you see the freestalls, and you see the, like, watery stuff that the cows, like, stand on, and having a thing that comes and sweeps it away. That is realistic to me. That is a realistic gameplay. Yo, oh my gosh. I got you lost in my chat here. Let's go see what's these. Oh, we don't own them. Storage. I bet that's storage. Ooh, look at this little barn out here. Look at the horses. Yeah, this is kind of like, I think this barn's on Elma, but this is kind of like what it looked like. This kind of like what it looked like back on Idaho, where the horses would just go around like that. That, I remember that. I'm just still at awe that a subscriber, I can't go in because they don't it, actually played on the same map. I was thinking I haven't met nobody that played on that map so far. The only person I know that played on that map was Ian Robinson, which he was a YouTuber back in the day, and he did good content. I wish he would come back. He no longer makes content, but you know what? His videos still live on today. I still watch his videos from time to time. Some more of my cold brew, and his videos live on today, and that is what actually got me into Farm Sim. I watched one of his videos. I'm like, where can I get this game? And I played along with him, and that just, I love that. I love playing alongside of, watching him just playing a map and just enjoying the farming, showing off mods, and just enjoying it. And I feel like sometime today we've lost we lost that joy because we're so wrapped up in all the new mods coming out, all the new maps, and we always want something better than what we had. I'm gonna look to see if there's any horses in the barn. Just like I was saying, I always wanted something better, and probably not. No pee and no poo-poos. I don't think the horses make poopies. I mean, I think there is one barn that does, yeah. Yeah, this is the same barn. Can we get out? No, we're locked in. No, you don't. But that was the good old days. And now I think we have it too good, to be honest with you. And so every time something comes out where there's some people that bug the modders to the point of harassment, I think. I don't do that. I actually just follow the modders and just watch their progress, and that's fun to me, to be honest with you. And that is what I love, and I will comment underneath. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how detailed your map is. I've never seen a map like that. I will comment nice comments, but I don't try to bug them because I know that it takes a lot of time to make a map. And, a lot of these people make it map for the joy of the game, not for the money. And some of them actually do have a Patreon account. Have nothing against that, to be honest with you. But if I ever decided to make a map, which I've actually kind of been wanting to, but I have a setback here thinking everybody is going to get so hyped up for the map. Brook is going to make a map. Hyped up for the map, and then I make the map, and I let you guys down. I can't do that. Brook can't do that. Brook can't let you down. Look at this house. I can't remember what map this was on, but it was on another map, and I don't think, nope, you can't go in. Too bad. Look at all this stuff on this. Look at all this stuff. This must be a gardener, and they do like to grill. Are those rusty grills? Oh, of course they are. Cool. Cool. I love that they have the sheep like close together, and I just love those old barns. I really love the Tyso barns. They're like my favorite barn. Okay. So I mean, what I can take back to what I guess I can take from coming from. I don't like to call myself a veteran. I'm like I feel like I'm like an intermediate, like not a beginner, but an intermediate. I feel like I can actually show you guys, even if we go back in time and look at Idaho, and I'm thinking we may revisit Idaho. Again, I found where the map is, but just to revisit it, just to look back in time. It's not to criticize the person who made the map, or to criticize, oh my gosh, look at back in 2013, this is what we had. No, to remember what we started from. Remember the memories. Farm Sim will always be my game. Farm Sim will always be on this channel. No matter if Giants decide, well, this is my last game, I'm not gonna make a game. I will always play, even if we just play on some older maps. It'll not end. And recently, after I got sick, I thought about quitting my channel because it's very, very stressful. Like I said in the last video, on the series we're doing now, I was having a hard time. The struggle of making content and meeting to what my channel's growing slowly, and I don't mind it growing slowly. That's fine with me. But to meet up to what, like, the bigger YouTubers, like, maybe over, like, 10,000, and they have better content than me, I always compare myself, and I'm thinking, I'm, like, nothing. Like, I'm nothing. Like, I feel like my content is boring. I feel like I bore you guys, and I don't want that. I want my channel to be different. I want my channel to always be a safe place for anybody to come. No matter where you come from, your background, whatever, you are welcome on my channel. As long as you're nice, and that's all that counts. Like, you know, when you enjoy Farm Sim. Brook, don't cry. So I didn't tour the whole map, but I wanted to do a coffee with Brook just today when I saw his message and how much he missed it. And he said he would get up in the morning and he missed them and he had nothing to drink his coffee with. Crying. And it's really happy cries because I really love to hear your comments. I love when people send me messages and tell me how much they enjoy my videos. That just makes me so happy. This is a hobby for me. I wouldn't have it any other way. But crying. Oh my gosh, I can't cry. Don't cry. Drink your cold brew and don't cry. But thank you so much for joining me today on this little tour and seeing me have a lot of mini accidents all over the place. And there was a lot of accidents all over the place. To enjoy the view of this beautiful map, this gorgeous map that somebody took so much time into making is cool. And I can't get over this. I never can get over this. I love the barns with the silos with those, all that, like, look like Purina signs up there. I just love that. So, as always, until next time, I'm Brooke.